Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Falcons 0. Giorgio Tavecchio set to...
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. Taken in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Jerome Baker in on
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball. First down.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Vecchio to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, Falcons nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Vecchio. Fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football. Hands it off out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. To Vecchio now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Rams 21, Falcons nothing. Vecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Vecchio. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we have him
the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point up and good by Vecchio. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Vecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This offense finding its half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Minshew on 1st and 10, letting one go deep for the end zone. Escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action. Mayfield, he's going to air one out. It's going to be intercepted. Snags it for a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
1-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. spot him at the 3-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Off play action, it's Minshew. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up
from the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the 39, Mayfield. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. As he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Following the delay of game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
By Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Brings up second.
Play fake. Mayfield.
At
That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
His throw caught. Right around the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
41, Falcons.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Rams 48, Falcons nothing. Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Penning. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Rams 55, Falcons nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And
here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Gain of 4, and it's third down.
Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the fourth quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Taken down at the 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 41, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Los Angeles, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. So that'll do it for Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.